And gentlemen, and welcome back to the final match in the Gamestah Spring Series Division 2 Overwatch. We are going to be bringing you Wumbology versus Training Bots, which is going to be a cracker of a game. But we have a surprise for you. We have a special guest analyst for our last round. Hey Katie has joined us for the final match of the night, and we welcome Hey Katie to the panel.
It's great to be here. I recognise some names here. I'm keen to see how these up-and-comers do.
And any advice you can pass on during the cast of these guys, I'm sure when they watch the replay later, they would love to get that sort of advice. Casting with me this match is Xenox. How are you going, dude?
Yeah, I'm doing really good, EJ. Final round, and got some good teams together here. Training Bots, Wumbology should be a really good game.
And Genome, of course, is back with us on the analyst desk. Hollywood is the map, Genome. Should be a pretty good map for a final round.
Absolutely. We've got another two teams that haven't been on the stream tonight, so it'll be nice to see some new names there.
All right, so we're going into the game now. All players are ready. Xenox, what do you see as the key here to a good start on Hollywood?
Look, the biggest thing on Hollywood is the fact that sometimes teams, they don't get that first push, and then it can be really difficult to, group up and communicate on how to keep going back in. Teams can then stumble around a little bit, waste a lot of time. And so if you can get a really good first push and get the point on that first push, you'd generally be in the driving seat for the rest of the round. But if you don't get a really good first push, you're going to be playing catch-up, you're going to be playing from behind, and you generally give the defensive team their ult charges and let them be in the driving seat.
And talking of that, hey, Katie, the keys to defense here on the first start of Hollywood, from your point of view?
I mean, the key to the defense is letting them in but not letting them overwhelm you. So you really got to get back in, use those boxes, use that back alley, use as much space as you've got, because you're limited where you can go. So if the defending team cannot get overrun, I think they can hold out pretty well.
All right, Xenox, run us through the team lineups that we've got here for our final match on Hollywood.
Yes, we've got Training Bots and Wumbology on the Zowie leaderboard. Wumbology are 3-1, Training Bots are 2-2. On Training Bots, we have Jinx on the Ana, Raconteur on the Genji, Dr. Nada on Zaya, I think we all know Dr. Nada's names, Ghost on Symmetra, Peppers on the Tourbillon, and Nelly on the Hanzo. And as I went through all those heroes, I do believe they're probably all going to change from the Symmetra and the Tourbillon. There's no way that's going to happen. EJ, on the blue side, we, of course, have Wumbology. Lenzo is going to be on Reaper. Bangs on the Ana. Absence OG on the McCree. Pandy on Lucio. Igo Stripe on Zaya. And Gob on the Reinhardt. And there are the changes, EJ, coming out from Training Bots.
Yeah, no, they've classed it up here. Action is underway. So the first engagement about to take place here. And the boys from Training Bots aggressively into the point indeed. And Genji's having all sorts of fun up on the right-hand high pass. There's actually Anna up there causing the mischief. And they look like I don't know if they're actually going to be able to hold this one on the first push. We'll wait and see. Gob swinging that hammer around, trying for a connection on anyone. Jigs is just simply out dodging him. Goes down. Pepper's on the Lucio. And, the reinforcements might be arriving, Xenox.
Oh, I don't know if they've got enough here, though. Gob is swinging that hammer. He's going to force Raconteur away and send Training Bots back to spawn. Nicely done by Wumbology there to defend the point. Gob was able to get in the face of Training Bots, get those kills, as well as protecting his team as the Training Bots come out with that hook from Ghost. He's going to get slept, though, and didn't even land the hook. Nellery pushing forward now. Training Bots are back for revenge. The Earth Shatter, it comes out, it lands onto Pandy, trying to take him down is Nellery, who also took down Lenzo, but a nice stun kill from Absence OG, taking down the Reinhardt with that big hammer as Absence OG takes down Ghost as well. He's cleaning up these tanks. Gob gets a double kill for his team, and once again, EJ, this defense is being done perfectly.
Yeah, no, great start there. Gob's having a pretty good start on the Reinhardt. And just to the people in Twitch, apologies. We thought we were going to have the slushing machine on. We will have them on next week. So tune in next week on Wednesday night for more Div2 action. But what we've got at the moment is Nearly is coming in from the Training Bots. Ghost with him here. He's going to try and get a hook out to grab someone, see what he can do. Genji's gone up. Lenzo was up there with him. Death. Blossom is dropped. No one. Oh, Zeno. That's not what you want from your Reaper.
No, it's not. The Earth Shatter came out from Gob. He wasn't even able to take down Raconteur, but they're still getting the kills here. Gob is able to finish off Jinx. Bangs with a nice kill under Dr. Nutter as Lenzo takes down Nellery. They're getting these kills constantly, even though the training bots keep coming in. And as Hey Katie actually pointed out in the pre-game talk, they're letting them come in, but they're not letting them overwhelm them, EJ.
Oh, man, Lenzo will be thanking his team on that one. He dropped a bad ulti, and his team cleaned it up anyway for him. So great team play by the boys from Wumbology. Here come the training bots again, nearly on point with that Reinhardt, just trying to clear the way for his team. Oh, a bit of sneaky Reaper action separates the team. Much better from Lenzo. Gets a quad kill. Oh, what a fantastic play. Bangs picks up the last, and Wumbology, holy dooly, they are rock solid in defense.
Oh, Lenzo just going straight for that backline with the nano boosted Death Blossom, picked up 4 kills. Executing that nicely with a minute to go. This is not looking good for training bots. They have got 55 seconds. They haven't really looked even close to getting this point. They haven't even got a blip on it. As the Graviton Surge comes out, they got to try and take down Gob and Igo Stripe. They don't have any revives, so if they are able to get the kill, they only need 1 or 2 to give them that advantage, but they still can't get anything happening for them. And now it's Lando, it's Gob, and as usual, they're swarming. The Earthshatter comes out, picks up Pepper's Ghost, and Jinx all go down. 30 seconds to go. This has been a flawless game from Wumbology.
Wow, and I wasn't expecting such a one-sided affair based on their current standings. I know we only played 5 rounds of Swiss, but Wumbology are really putting the comp on notice, particularly on Hollywood.
So they are actually 3-1 on the Zowie leaderboard, and right now on the Zowie scoreboard, there's only 9 seconds to go for training bots. They're early in the Graviton Surge. This is not going to help them. They all go down to Lenzo, Igo Stripe, AdSense OG, Gob. I'm calling their names out because they're all getting a kill.
Oh, they had a chance then too, but Dr. Nutter dancing around, not actually dancing on the disco floor, and wasn't able to pick up. Didn't get it. 0-0. And we'll bring in Hey Katie here, and that's some pretty solid defense, Hey Katie.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's just this game is all about teamwork, and you could see that the defending team was on top of it. Every single ult was replaced with another one. They were coordinated. They used everything in sync. The offensive team, not so much. They used their black hole without something to work off it. They all sort of looked like they were picking their 1v1s and not really playing on the same page.
And Gino, what do you think went wrong for training bots? They came in a lot, but they never even looked close to getting that point. There was something missing.
Yeah, well, Nellery had some amazing Earth Shatters. He came in and got, 3-4 people every single time he put it down. And he'd follow up with a charge, take one of them out, and then no one would come up and clean up the rest of them sitting on the ground. So I think you've got to have a look at their DPS there. Ghost, I didn't see him landing a lot of hooks. And Raconteur was being annoying with the Genji, but he wasn't getting those finishing blows. So I think they really needed to... They're going to need to get some kills here if they want to hold the defense. That's obviously goes without saying, but something they struggle to do a bit on their offense.
And EJ, now we're seeing, obviously, Wumbology. They're going to be the ones to look and take this point. They're going to have 4 minutes to do it. And obviously, if they get this point, it's all over already.
Yeah, and again, early night for the casters on stream. And anyway, they say a quick cast is a good cast, and we'll wait and see what's going to happen with this one. As the boys from Wumbology now, 10 seconds to go, and we'll get this underway. They'll charge up the street. Now, we've got the Reinhardt out here. He's just going to give him a bit of his E-lovin', and then he'll fall back. Dr. Nutter dropping in a few grenades. And the boys from, and ladies possibly, from Wumbology now moving into position. Tracer's quick first round to the side. In fact, they're all going to go to the side. No, they're not. Straight onto the point with the Winston. And he gets his shield down. Tracer's coming round from the back, just annoying the bejesus out of the Lucio, and they're pushing in here. And Xenox, this is not probably the start training bots were looking for.
No, they're all going down like flies. Igo Strife gets the kill onto Ghost. Bane's taking down Dr. Nutter. They're swarming the point. And this one is looking over already, EJ. Wumbology absolutely executing this perfectly. And it's a shame maybe we didn't get them attacking first. We could have seen a longer game, but in the end, the best team won. They're going to go 4-1 on the Zowie leaderboard. What a great opening day in Division 2 for them.
And wow. Just wow, the GG's all going up through the server, and we'll fill some time in here. We'll go over to Hey Katie, What could they have possibly done on defense then? No, just kidding. We know what they didn't do. They got rolled, poor buggers.
Well, I mean, yeah, that too. But you know, things like the Genji getting right on that Ana at the start. I didn't quite see whether the Ana chose to drop off out the front or fall further back, but that Genji sort of really away with the game there. He took the first guy out. I think the second one to drop was also a defender. So you know, once you've lost 2 people before you've managed to take any of theirs out, you know, like that's all she wrote. Especially if you're on the defending team.
And Genome, your final thoughts on that particular game?
Yeah, well, as we look at the cards coming out here at the end of the game, it tells a pretty sad story for the training bots. Lenzo did a great job on that Reaper. He might have missed that one Death Blossom, but the other ones were pretty impactful. And there was a lot of the time he was just pushing up behind him. They didn't see him coming, didn't get focused, and as a result, the 1 or 2 fights at the start where it looked, you know, they sort of dragged on a little bit, and it looked like maybe the training bots had a chance to get through there. Lenzo really did the solid work and picked off those last couple of attackers to hold it down for the defense.
And Xenox, unsurprisingly, this is the first result entered for the round.
Yeah, big shocker there because, you know, why not make it harder on the casters as it has been all night? Having these really quick games. As we have a look at the Zowie leaderboard so far, only one team, of course, the team that we casted, has finished so far. That will put Wumbology 4-1. There is a couple of other teams below them, though, EJ, Running with Scissors, Simple Optometry, and Team Solar Alt, who are all on 3-1 that could be joining them. I guess the big result that we'll be looking at is 2 minutes 1 Noodle versus Simple Optometry. And can 2 minutes 1 Noodle go 5-0 on the night and make a great start in this Division 2? Hey, Katie, have you watched any of the other games tonight, or was it a bit of a come in at the last second?
I caught 1 or 2. I didn't get to catch as many as I would have liked to, but next week I'll be paying full attention because it's good to see some of these teams really, you know, find their bearings, even pull off some stuff that, you know, you don't even see in the Div 1 stuff. Strats. Well, I mean, you know, strats can come from anywhere. It's
totally. And I say, watch video. It's the best, one of the best ways to learn.
Exactly. And, you know,
watch
there's
replays,
so much.
Watch videos.
There's so much in this game that just hasn't been discovered. And the people that are going to discover it are these sorts of teams because the best teams are too busy worried about playing what works. So, you know, sometimes you've got to look for it.
Hey, Katie, to watch outside of Oceania, watch Europe, watch North America, watch Korea, watch Asia. And just see how they use the different styles and methods of play. It's good.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, stuff like Ana, nobody cared about her until one of the lesser teams in the European scene started using it, and now everyone's using it. So, you know, it's got to come from somewhere. Who knows which team's going to be the next one that pulls out the Pocket Widow, pulls out the Pocket. Who's someone else that doesn't get played? The little guy, Torbjorn. You know, it's all a possibility.
Mate, we might even see a Bastion. You never know, you're lucky in a big city.
So we've just had an update on the Zowie leaderboard. 2 minutes 1 Noodle have taken down Simple Optometry already. So they will be going 5-0 on the night. Perfect start for them. And they have played quite a few of the other top teams, Avant-Garde, as well as obviously Simple Optometry. And the game before that, they actually played Team Solar Alt, who is 3-1. So taking out some of the big boys already, they're looking really strong, guys.
All right, we've got to do the mug drawer as well, ladies and gentlemen, so we should get onto that pretty promptly, Crisis.
All right, so I will do that right now. In fact, so Twitch chat, of course, is 2 minutes ahead of us, and they will see it coming through straight away. So here we go. Close the raffle and draw the winner. And the winner is Green Hyperion, but he's offline. So we're going to do a redraw. And... how do I do the redraw? There we go, redraw. And it is Mr. Hippo, who's also offline. All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do another draw since he's not here. Slushy Has Fun. And surely Slushy Has Fun is in, guys.
We'll wait and see. It's hoping.
All right. In the
He was there
meantime,
earlier.
he might actually be playing. You see, because his Slushy has fun on Slushy Machine.
Gets it.
I think that might be the case. So, they've just they've entered a score now, so perhaps they'll be coming in. Can somebody send a message in? Oh, there you go. Green Hyperion is actually here.
Someone let Green Hyperion know. Oh, if he was in game, we'll cut him some slack.
Yeah, he was in game. All right. Well, that's no problem. Green Hyperion, congratulations. You've picked up the mug. It'll take 2 minutes for you to find out that you have. Jump onto Gamestah Discord and come send me a PM. That's Crisis a PM. And let me know. Send me a PM and I'll provide you with a code and a link to Ronnie's Custom Gear, his website there, where you can choose your mug, and that will get through to him. He's really good about, he practically sends them out the minute he knows your details. So we will sort you out. So just looking at the brackets, ladies and gentlemen, very quickly, we're still waiting on a number of results to come through. So we are, EJ, I'm just going to throw to you to wrap up the evening for now, and take it away.
All right, and before we wrap up for the night, again, we want to thank our principal sponsor, Zowie, for putting up contributing significantly to the prizes we've got, including the $1,500 in cash going to Second Division for the spring series. Highlights of the night we'll get a wrap up of everyone what their highlight of the night was. Give you a couple of seconds to think about that. For me, it was that very, very close game we had in the third round between, I think it was the 2 Minute Noodles and the Spectacle Dudes. That was a great game. Absolute cracker. Xenox, what was your highlight of the night?
Well, probably one at the end, actually. The Lensar ultimate with the Death Blossom and the Nano Boost picking up a quadra kill. I think it really highlighted just how in command they were of that game defensively, well and truly in control, and it just really, I guess, put that out there to see, and why not better with a beautiful quadra kill.
Now, we know Hey Katie's highlight was actually to be on stream on Gamestar, so we'll just wrap that up right there. No, just kidding. Hey Katie, you were only there for the one game, but any particular highlights?
It's good to see. It's good to see some of these teams are. So I'm so bad with names. Which was the team that won that game? That was Wumbology, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, watching them play, especially using stuff like the Ana on the Reaper, the Death Blossom, that's sort of new tech that's been coming in. So it's good to see that they're really paying attention to how the scene gets developed, and really solid defenses can often be attributed to the team that stays the most up to date. So hats off to them. I can see them tearing up a storm in Div2.
Genome, any from yourself? Any highlights for the night?
Yeah, that Nepal game was fantastic. Just the whole thing. I love casting that. That's probably my favorite game I've casted so far in Overwatch. You just don't see something that's that back and forth for all 4 points very often. Usually someone will win a team fight, and then it's just you get that ult advantage just snowballing. But they did really well to just keep coming in. It just showed you how closely contested it was, and I really hope those are the kind of games we get in Div 2 as all these teams skill up and improve together.
And I'm sure we will. I think that's also one of the highlights of the night. 14 teams signed up tonight for Div 2, so 14 teams on a Wednesday night playing 5 rounds of Swiss is great. Teams can guarantee themselves they're going to get 5 good scrims in a row every Wednesday night, and a lot of fun as well. And thanks also to all the people who watched in Twitch. We pretty much held over 100 viewers for the whole night, and for a Division 2 of Overwatch in Oceania, that is outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. So kudos to all the viewers who tuned in as well. Xenox, any final thoughts for the night while we wait for these final couple of results to come in?
I think they're just really good games. The quality that we saw could have really been almost Div 1 level towards maybe the bottom end of Div 1, but they were still extremely good. And the teams that we've...
no reference to Skyfire at all, though.
No, I never said that, did I? But no.
They're at the bottom of the ladder, that's all.
Yeah.
I actually was shocked with that. I was just shocked Skyfire was 0-3 at the end of the round. I thought they were going to go, well, they're still going to go.
Well, I think it makes you think, though, EJ. You look at a team like 2 Minutes, One Noodle, they've gone 5-0. They've beaten quite a few teams.
Yeah.
Could they beat a team Skyfire? Could they have
Well,
maybe possibly replaced them?
There at the end, that Wumbology defense, that would have been hard to crack for most teams.
Yep. So it makes you think, and it really does show that this is not just a Division 2 because it's the lesser division. It's just a division that has not got the best 8 teams. These are still the next best, 14 teams in Australia. These are still really, really good teams and with really good players, really good strategies, and good team cohesion. And that's what you want. And a lot of these teams stick together, which is really what you want to see. I wish the same could be said for some of the higher up teams in the scene.
All right, so I think we've got a couple more results in Xenox.
We do, actually. The Gods have picked up a win over Wild Ones, and looks like Squid Pro Quo have actually beaten Curators of the Museum. So that's an interesting the result that maybe many wouldn't be expecting, that Curators of the Museum will actually be 2-3 on the night, EJ.
Yeah, that is quite a surprise. They were one of the teams touted earlier. I was going for Avant-Garde earlier. They're finishing mid-table as well. The surprise is probably the Simple Optometry being up the top there with the 2 Minute Noodle in the running with Scissors. Both strong teams. We figured they would be up there. They were talked about pre-match, but Simple Optometry, one of the standouts for tonight, and Wumbology coming through at the end.
And Slushy Machine was able to pick up a win over the Spicy Boys, who will unfortunately go 0-5. There always has to be a loser. It would have been nice to see them pick up a win for the Spicy Boys, but unfortunately that did not come to pass. Still waiting, of course, on Even versus Avant-Garde and Running with Scissors versus Team Solo Alt. So if we have a look at the Zowie leaderboard, the results are starting to update very slowly. In fact, we've got now Squid Pro Quo in 6th position. Tied with Simple Optometry, and of course Team Solo Alt and Running with Scissors. One of those teams will join them tied on 3-2, and that means one will also join Wumbology on 4-1.
You got to remember, Curators of the Museum. These are guys that were taking to the Div 1 players in their matches, right? And there's 6 teams ahead of them at the moment. So that's how many teams, as you said, Xenox, close to that level at the moment. Maybe not quite there, but, that's impressive. That's really great to see that level of play coming out from this many different teams.
And a couple of teams we didn't see in the qualifiers, so they are new talent as far as teams go to the Spring Series.
Indeed.
All right, we're going to look to wrap it up there, I think. We've got a couple of games to come in, but you'll be able to check and follow along with those on the leaderboard shortly here, unless Crisis wants to fill until the round is finished, which is up to him.
No, guys, I think let's wrap it up. We're just waiting on Even and Avant-Garde to complete, so let's not keep everybody waiting. I did have some feedback earlier on. They didn't want more than 5 rounds because they didn't want things to go on too late. So we won't keep you, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Of course, we'll be back right here on Gamestah TV 1 with the second round of First Division tomorrow night, starting at 7:30 p.m. AEDT. So make sure that you tune in for that match. We're going to bring 2 matches to you, and I will. I can't recall off the top of my head exactly what the schedule is, but they're going to be fantastic. I mean, First Division.
It's Div 1.
Yeah, Div 1 has been going off. It was a fantastic first week that we had. And, yep, 1 round has gone by. It's all still wide open in terms of how the teams are going to be doing through the rest of the season. So be sure to tune in here on Gamestah TV 1. Make sure you follow us here on Twitch, because then you'll get notified when we go live. Div 2 will be back next week, same time, same place again, Wednesday night, starting at 8 p.m. AEDT, which is Sydney time, and we'll be doing the same thing all over again, Swiss format, 5 rounds, and well, it's if tonight is any sign of things to come. It's going to be a fantastic season, so we hope that you do join us here. And a last word about Heroes of the Storm. If you're a HOTS player or know some HOTS players, we've announced the Heroes of the Storm section of the spring series, and that is kicking off on Tuesday next week. So get your team together, 5 players. Come on in. We have waived the entry fee. There's not going to be an entry fee at all. It's free to enter, but we're still putting up $500 worth of prizes thanks to our premier sponsor, Zowie, who have come in and supported the spring series in a huge way. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. From the Gamestah production crew here in New Zealand and Australia, this is Crisis signing out. Everybody say goodbye all at once.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye from Mexico.
And we're out. See you tomorrow night right here on Gamestah TV 1.